Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday in the studio, and my name is Lisa Schmid, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in my 20th year, which is super exciting. October will be 20. Crazy, crazy. Time's flying. Yesterday was our last day of school. Whew. Hallelujah. Pretty excited about that, to have a little break here. So we have a 2-week break, and I'm excited to rest and get some stuff done, which is like the opposite of resting, but a lot of Stampin' Up! Stuff to get ready because the new catalog is coming out in January 4th. So more about that later. All right, today I'm going to use a tried and true favorite, which came out last year, I believe, but then is still around this year, and that is the Snowman Season. It is such a fun set. This little guy is just happy, and I love that little stamp. So I'm going to make a card, and then I'm also going to show you just a cute little tag using this guy because he has arms. And the great thing about this, well, he has arms because he's a snowman. Of course he has arms. The great thing about this stamp set is it has a coordinating punch, which I love punches. I love dies, but punches are just quick and easy, and so I really enjoy them as well. All right, I think we can go ahead and get started. I am going to use as my base today Misty Moonlight, and so I'm going to use our Misty Moonlight. I did score it, but I did not go ahead and crease it. So let's go ahead and do that with our bone folder. Yeah, good. Dave wondering, have you gotten your new catalog yet? And I'm just going to start with I go in a 1/4 inch. That's going to get covered anyway. I go in a 1/4 inch, and that just gives me a nice little border there. There's a little piece sticking out on this edge, so I'm just going to flip it. It's an easy way to it's folded, it's in half, but it might not have been exactly perfect folded in half, so, or cut straight. All right, there we go. So,
hey, Sandy.
Good morning, Sandy. And I am using this designer series paper. It's from Trees in the Season. It's at the very top. Dave will go grab it, and I'll show you the rest of it. But this one is just so pretty. Look at the back. But we're going to use this one because it kind of looks like a snow scene. So I thought that would be fun. So we'll use that. It's a 12 by 12 paper. And again, I'm just going in a 1/4 inch. So when I go in a 1/4 inch twice, I end up at 3 3/4 by 5. So that works out really well. Beauty of the Earth, that's right. Beauty of the Earth. So Beauty of the Earth has a lot of beautiful papers. Some are fall, I think of as fall. And then we've got these gorgeous, like, watercolor trees. And then, of course, green. It really is lots of different seasons, per se. I just think it's really, really pretty. So Dave will put that number in the chat, but that's where this designer series paper came from. I am going to use...
Morning, Diane.
Hi, Diane. Ha ha ha.
You get a little poke and then some fun.
I am going to use our layered circle dies. And you know, one thing interesting, I don't know if other dies are like this, but this one I do notice every time I forget when I'm layering that the cut is on the inside. So when I go to choose what to layer, the little cut is here on the inside, not the outside or the middle. So anyway, we're going to use our layering circle dies, and I cut out 3 circles and a scallop. And this one is shimmery white cardstock. So just you kind of can't see the shimmer on the screen, but we're going to go ahead and stamp this first. Remember, always stamp first before you stick, because if you don't like the way you stamped, thanks to Stampin' Up! A nice thick cardstock, you can stamp on the other side. So this is just Memento Black. And I'm just going to stamp right on my cardstock there. I love, love, love this guy. Okay, so like that. I think I didn't have quite enough ink, so I'm going to try one more time. Probably need to re-ink my pad, which I will do.
Morning, Barb.
There we go. I like that one better. So sometimes, I don't know if you noticed this, but the first time you stamp something, it's going to be a little lighter, and then the stamp actually picks up some of the ink and makes it a little bit darker. Of course, we have to color his nose, so I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends and give him a carrot nose. And then I'm going to use our water painters. They come in 3 sizes. So I am going to just use the smallest one, which is this right here. And I just keep water in them, and that makes it easy to use. Sorry, I'm going to show you one other thing here. So this one is quite large. If I wanted to cover a large, obviously large area, get all those bristles back in there. And then this one is a medium, and then the one I'm using is small. So you can see those. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of our balmy blue for the sky behind him. Now I thought about using a Stampin' Blend, but it's too dark, just too dark. And I'm going to squeeze this together and see if I can get some ink. All I need is a little bit, and that's enough. Get some ink right there. I'm going to pick that up, get some water flow in here. Get some water, there we go. Get a little bit of water flow, and I'm going to pick up that ink over there too. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some blue behind him, some balmy blue. I'm actually going to take a tissue and wipe that up because I didn't really want that much water on here. Squeeze it together again. You can always take a ink refill and use that. There we go. That's a little bit, I'm going to get a little bit more. I'm wondering if it's going to be too dark. There we go. All right, we'll just color. We'll make everything else dark, right? What was on there? There we go. All right. Just add more water.
Good morning, Michelle.
There we go. All right, so we're just going to put a little bit of sky behind him. There we go. I am not an expert watercolorer, but I sure love that this makes it easy for me. I want to get that, I guess, yeah, I want to get that edge. All right, just a little bit of sky behind him. I really want the top of the sky too. Okay, a little bit of sky behind him. I'm going to leave the snow white, and I am going to go ahead and I put this on the Misty Moonlight because that's my base. Make sure it's dry. Pretty sure it is. Could have popped him up, but you know, it's wet, so I don't really want to try that. I don't know if I'm popping up anything. We'll have to see. So we'll stick him on there. And you know, all I colored was the sky and his little carrot nose. It's so cute. So again, I'll tell you, my scallop is on. I used it for something and then decided didn't want to, but this side is still good. On the misty or
Shimmery white.
Shimmery white. And I know, don't pass out, but I'm not going to pop it up. I'm just going to stick it on. Who was it last week, Sandy or Barb? Are you counting how long it takes before I use a dimensional?
No, I said I was taking bets on it.
Well, you know, I'm a little competitive, so meh, not going to use it. Just kidding. All right, the other thing I thought would be very fun, I don't have the package here, but these snowflakes are in the Holiday Mini Catalog, and they are just so fun because they're iridescent. You get 6 on a page, you get 24 in a pack, and they just pop right out. There's a little piece we're going to pop out. They just pop right out, and I thought, oh, how fun would that be if I here's a way to extend them a little bit, cut it in half. So I'm just going to cut it like that, just cut it in half, and I'm going to tuck that under. So I get a little bit of, and the great thing about that is I'm just going to put some adhesive on here, because that's going to get covered, and I'm going to stick my snowflake there. So I'm not trying to put just the adhesive on the snowflake. I'm just going to stick it like that. And I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe we'll do one here. I'm trying not to be symmetrical. And flick it. When it doesn't work, you just flick it. Stick another one over here, and then, okay, you know, the symmetrical part of me is like quirking out here. Like, do we need one over here? No.
Nope,
Dave's not looking at it.
Good.
Let's just set it there and see. No,
well, and the wonderful snowflakes, don't forget, because they're in the Holiday Mini, we just have a few weeks left to order from it. So they're great for winter. I mean, not just holiday, but
yes,
you know, throughout our long Minnesota winter. So you may want to stock up on those. So I'll put the number in the chat.
I just couldn't do totally random, sorry. That's just not the way my brain thinks, and I don't think it looks good. So, all right, there's our little snowman. Isn't he so fun? And you know, a project like this just calls for a little bit of Wink of Stella. So we're gonna make the snow here. Sometimes I feel like you just can't see it though. And we're gonna make the snow here kind of Wink of Stella-y and shimmery. We're also gonna make our little snowman Wink of Stella. There we go. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see I can barely see it, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. All right, now we just need a little sentiment. And I was thinking, let's look in here. To me, this seems like the appropriate sentiment to say, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So we're just gonna stamp on a little piece of white, basic white. I'm gonna stamp really close to the edge. And again, you know what it is? I don't have my pad, I think is what's going on here. So I need a little, oh, look at that. Dave gave me an extra shelf. Two extra shelves. Nice, thank you, honey. I saw him working on them, then I forgot about it. The pad also makes it come out a little bit stronger. The ink comes out a little bit stronger. And I'm gonna go ahead and just trim that right on the edge. Let it snow, let it snow. How can you not see this let it snow and think of that? That's what I think of. All right. And yes, cannot hold back anymore. Gonna pop it up. How long was that? I'm just kidding. All right, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I am curious if you have a winter activity that you like to do, what is it? What's your activity that you like to do in the winter? We like to snowshoe. Not quite enough snow right now, I don't think, to snowshoe, but. And there we go. Isn't that cute? I think it's really sweet. So, like I said, this snowman set, snowman season, has 3 really, really fun snowmen. So I just wanted to show you this one because I wanted to use the punch. So I'm going to set this one aside.
Lots of people saying it's a very cute card.
Thank you. And I'm going to, 12 minutes record, ha ha ha. All right, and I'm going to make, sorry, I pulled that in there. I'm going to make a little tag. And I'm going to show you a different way to use a punch. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp just in Memento Black that really fun snowman, which I thought I pulled out. Yes, he's right here. Where's my pad? Really fun snowman. Super cute. They're all cute. They're just so fun. There we go. See how that came out better even the first time? I think using the mat really helped on that. We'll go ahead and punch out our snowman. I love punches. Boom, done. You know, they're quick and easy. Do you build snowmen? And then I could stamp the arms, but I don't need to. I'm just going to use our espresso, and I'm just going to punch some arms. Boom, done. And I'm not going to punch the carrot nose. I could, but I'm just going to color that one. I do think, I'm just debating on, we'll just do both and then we can decide. So there's the hat, or his other hat is very, very cute. So let's go ahead and stamp the hat and we will see which one we like better.
How fun, Kathy, building snowmen with your grandchildren.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Yeah, we used to build small ones, their size actually, right? So fun. We did that one time. We ended up building 3 of them, and of course they're like, well, that's the daddy. Now what I want to look at here, I just want to make sure I can get this punch. I'm going to do it this way and stamp right here because I want to be close to the edge, and I want to stamp upside down here. This hat is very cute because we can color it, and just punch that out. I love that the punch comes with lots of different pieces. Comes with its own little bits of snow too. Push that aside. Okay, so we've got a black hat and we've got that. We can decide. I am going to color her nose. We'll just start with the nose again. Color that orange. And I don't know, I think this hat's gonna be it. So I'm gonna color the hat with just a couple little berries. And the Granny Apple Green, I was using real red for that. Granny Apple, it just adds some fun color. And then, of course, you probably would want to color the background black, right? I'm going to leave the band solid, and I'm going to color the back. I don't know, why does he always have to have a black hat? But that's always what we think, right?
It's a top hat. Top hats are black.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. What color would the band be then?
I would maybe make it striped red and green.
Red and, oh boy, red and green.
So just
No, I know
2
how
green
to.
and a red.
I know how to do striped. Thanks. All right. Sure, we can do striped. 2 green and a red. How about 2 red and a green?
Because there's already a lot of
Just kidding. I understand why. Always thinking that, David Schmid. That's what I'm going to say. 2 green and a red. Oh my. Darling. I have to pick it up so you can see it a little bit closer. Or a lot closer. Look how cute. So there is that. Or if you wanted a quick and easy one, you could just punch a hat. Okay, let's build our snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? But first, so I'm just making a little tag. I am going to use I don't know why this name is.
Label Me Lovely.
Yeah, Label Me Lovely. Woohoo! Thanks, Dave. I'm going to use this Label Me Lovely to make a top little decorative edge.
There
I'm
in
going to
your
show
mirror.
you how to do that. So I'm using real red. This one is cut at 2 inches because I measured this and this is 2 inches wide. So if you just go in through the top, because obviously if I go in this way, it's not what I want. I want this side. And you just curl the paper a little bit so you can get in there. And just go in the top. And I'm just going to punch that. And I have this really cute topper. But I want to layer the white on top of it. So I'm going to do the same thing with the white on the top. Curve it a little bit. Isn't that fun? That's just a different way to use a punch to get more punch. More punch.
More punch for your punch.
More punch for your punch. I'm going to center it. This is just a tad smaller. I didn't really measure this one. I just went a little bit smaller. There we go. Little punch for my punch. And I'm going to layer it just like that. But first, of course, oh no, we're not stamping on it, so I can go ahead and do it. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that on there. And the bottom, I did not measure the bottom, so I didn't put adhesive there because I'm just going to rip it actually. Oh, it does look okay. We can leave it like that. I was going to rip it. That's another good way to just kind of get the end of your tag. Okay, let's put our snowman, like, duh, he has to be popped up. So also, if he's popped up, then it's easy to stick the arms underneath. And that's what I want to do. I want to put the snowman on first, get him centered where I want him to be, and then I will put the arms on. Okay, so I think I'm going to put him about here, because underneath I'm going to put a to from. Let's get these, and I'm just going to use our multi-purpose glue and put one little dot on here, or on his arm, like right there, and then I can just stick it under. Were you laughing because it wasn't a little dot?
Kind of, yes.
Kind of. Okay, well, I'm just going to stick it under like that. Okay, and see what I mean? How it's easier to, if I popped him up, then I can easily tuck him underneath. There we go. Tuck these arms underneath, rather. All right, he's like, yay, it's snowing. Okay, and what else do we need? We need his little hat. How cute is that? Before I put the hat on, I am going to stamp a little bit of snow. So I'm going to push all these things out of your view. And there is a little snowflake in here. Snowflakes. There's these, there's those. Lots of, I love this little tree. I think that's really funny, but we're doing this one, so I'm not going to try to put the tree on. All right, let's just put some snowflakes, like up here. I'm going to fill the sky with snowflakes. Shocker, right? Could have just done a little bit, but no, not me. And the brown isn't going to show the snowflakes, so there we go. I'm going to leave the bottom open. I'm just going to do the snowflakes up there. All right, the last thing we need is we need a to from, which would look cute in red, but I'm going to do it in black because I forgot to grab the red. And we'll use this little block and do a little to from.
Move it up a little bit.
Move it up. Do you want to grab the red, actually? I think it would look much better in red. That's worth it. I'll finish the tag while we are doing that. Yep, I'm going to put his hat on. And so his hat you could just stick on here on the snowman, or you can put a dimensional on the top part and then stick it on the snowman, because the snowman's already popped up, so I want to make sure that my dimensional, so that the hat is popped up is what I was going to say. Thank you, dear. And we'll tuck that on like that. How cute is that? Then we'll just do a little to from, which is also in the same set. To from. And look how cute it is. Yes, it had to be red. Red was much better. Last thing we're going to do is just put a ribbon on it. So you can use just a regular hole punch, or you can use any kind of hole punches you have. Stampin' Up! Used to have a rectangular punch, so I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to use this really fun ruffled ribbon. Mini ruffled ribbon. Isn't that fun? It was out of stock for a while. It's back in. Oh. I did something to my shoulder last night. I don't know, I slept funny or something. But here's how I'm going to attach this. You could just tie it on, but I kind of like to do this. I'm going to thread through the front and then go around like this.
Half.
Say it again.
With it bent in half.
Yes, I folded it in half, thread through the front, and then I'm just going to pull this up so it's a little bit more finished maybe.
Morning, Tammy.
There we go. There we go. How fun is that? What a cute tag, right? What a cute tag. So here are the two cards I made with our little snowman. Isn't that fun? The snowman season. Like I said, it's in the regular catalog. It is not in the holiday mini, but how fun. An oldie but goodie. All right, we want to tell you about a couple things that are coming up. There are two different kinds of stamp clubs. One is virtual, one is right here in the studio. So first, the virtual one, it's like a monthly card. It is, not like, it is a monthly card kit. Dave, take it away.
Sure. So each month, well, first of all, as with everything, you'll go to thestamperstudio.com to sign up. We've added a button that says clubs. You can click and sign up for the appropriate one. But with the Card Kit Club, by the 15th, you will just confirm your order with us. Every card kit comes with a stamp set. If you already have that stamp set, you can just let us know which one you would like to swap out for, and we will send you a different one. The designs for that month will obviously use that kit. Those will be shipped by the 30th to you. You will get all the supplies to make 3 projects, as well as your stamp set and some additional products.
So the great thing about that one is it's on your own time. I mean, you could just watch the video and keep going, you can go. And then you also get a free take your pick, which even if you have one, you can always use 2. And you get $25 additional product when you've been in the club for 6 consecutive months. Okay, the next club is actually here in the studio. So if you want to come and see us in person and you just want to make cards with us, you can do that. Same thing. It is on the 4th Thursday of the month at 7 o'clock. You'll make 3 cards. You'll obviously use everything. Fun products. Go, Dave. I'm getting stuck.
Exactly. And with this one, what you will do is each month you will place a $30 order. And as with the other one, after you've been a part of the club for 6 months, you will get $25 in free products. We've also decided we will add the take your pick when you sign up for this one as well. So with all of these things, go ahead and sign up at thestamperstudio.com. And like I said, we've got a button that says clubs, and you can sign up for the appropriate one.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Tammy says she's waiting on her catalog. So excellent. Kathy, if you need a catalog, just message me and put your address in, and I'll make sure to get one to you.
And like we said before, the reason we keep asking about the catalogs is we order them to be sent to you through Stampin' Up, and we're always just waiting to see when they're going to arrive in your mailbox.
But then I also have some that I can send out to you if I didn't order you one. So
exactly.
I look forward to seeing you on Monday for New in the Studio. And other than that, have a great weekend. Woo! I'm so excited. It's the weekend. I do love my Saturdays. So anyway, happy stamping. I love if you would like the page and share it with your friends. You can see stamping it does make me happy. It makes me a little crazy sometimes too, but it makes me very happy. And I would love to share that with you and with other people. So happy stamping, friends.